How are we doing, guys, and welcome to another FIFA 21 prediction video. This time we're going for Borussia Dortmund. So I don't think I'm going to go through the whole of the Premier League and do every team because that could take forever. And does anyone really want ratings on like Burnley? Apart from maybe Vizé. We're going to go with some of the big boys. So we are looking at Borussia Dortmund. Now you'll notice I have got Jadon Sancho in here. There's a lot of speculation he might be joining Man United. Will he, won't he? Who knows? We'll find out. But we'll start with the Dortmund team. Did fairly well this season again. They've been looking pretty good, especially since the restart when I was starting to watch quite a lot of the Bundesliga, and they were looking pretty good going forward. Defensively, they're still good, but they didn't look as good defensively. I mean, their attack was just ridiculous. But we'll start at the back with Berkey. Now, he is an 85 rated keeper, right? I don't know if I can see him holding a rating as high as 85. He may well do. Don't get me wrong. If you guys know a lot more about Dortmund than I do, please do let me know how he's been getting on this season. I don't feel like he's going to go up at all. You never really sort of see too much about him. I don't think he was actually... Let's have a look at his cards, because you can quite often gauge it, and I know this is a cheeky way of doing it, but you can often look at a player and see if they've had loads of Team of the Weeks. You know that FIFA have kind of got him on the radar and they're going to upgrade him. No team of the season or anything for Berkey. So, I mean, I genuinely don't know if he'll go up. He may well go down slightly. But he's always been quite a good keeper for those ratings. So, we'll see what happens. But I think he might go down to an 84, maybe an 83. Piszczek, he's definitely getting on a bit now. Again, we'll just have a quick look and see. He did get this, is it flashback moments card, I think it was. Whatever you want to call them. Only an 86. Like I said, he is getting on a bit. They have also signed Meunier from PSG, so that could be a direct competition to him. I don't know if Piszczek will stay at 81. Like I said, EA are quite harsh when players get older. They just literally lose pace and they lose rating, and that's what EA tend to do. Akanji, he's an 83, quite solid. One of their sort of big defenders, big name defenders with Hummels. Again, Hummels is getting quite old, so I think he'll probably drop a little bit from an 87. But he did get a team of the season. If we look at Akanji, we didn't really see too much from him. He did get, it was like a storyline season progress player. So EA obviously have him on the radar, they like him, but he didn't get any other cards at all for the year, so I'd expect Akanji to maybe stay as an 83, maybe drop to an 82, but I don't think he deserves anything worse than that. We go to Hummels, who, again, I know I'm putting these players in and then taking them out, but Hummels, you see, did get this flashback card. He also got a Team of the Year nominee. He did get one inform, and he got that all-important Team of the Season. I don't know if he'll stay as an 87 because he's getting a bit older. His pace will again drop. That's just what EA do. That's not me being harsh. EA just drop pace and drop rating when players get older. It's pretty much a fact. He might drop to an 86, but I still think he'll be one of the highest rated players for Borussia Dortmund. We look at Schultz at left back now. He did get a winter refresh. That was the only card he got. Very decent card. He is a good player. Now, it's been a bit of a weird one, though, because Guerrero was kind of playing at left-back as well a little bit. They obviously still got, like, Zagadou on the bench as well, who's a centre-back. So there's kind of all sorts of chopping and changing of their team at the moment. But I still expect Schultz to be a half-decent rated player. Dortmund, like I said, did quite well. Defensively, though, they didn't look fantastic compared to other teams like Bayern Munich. But, yeah, Dortmund were also sort of a team that tended just to outscore the opposition. I know that sounds silly, but they tended to just score a lot of goals, but they did concede quite a few as well. We move into the midfield. Witsel, he's that kind of staple rock in the midfield that's kind of holds it up and is a defensive midfielder type of player. Like I said, they've also got Emery Chan as well, who's just signed as well this year. So it's an interesting one to see how their midfield's going to play, because obviously, you know, they've got Guerrero, Sancho, Brandt, Royce, Witsel. They signed Bellingham from Birmingham, but I don't think he's actually on the game. I've tried to find him, but I can't find him on here. So Witsel, I anticipate will probably still stay around the 85. He was quite a solid player for the year. Did get a foot card, did get like a flashback card as well, so he's a card that EA do like to use, and I still think Bundesliga is going to be a very good league this year to use. Marco Royce now, he's always been on and off with injuries, but he's really coming back, and he is playing very, very well. Obviously the break in the play of the season as well, but you look at this, you got a Team of the Year nominee, an inform, a headliner, I think, headliner, and a Team of the Season, so he's had a good year, he's done very well. I would imagine he'll probably stay as an 88. I can't imagine he'll get much higher because that is really pushing the boundaries then when you compare him to other players. But a very good player. He's obviously had a lot of injuries through the years, which have kind of kept him downgraded. But I think he deserves to be a high-rated card. A very good attacking midfielder. It's a shame he hasn't got quite the pace he used to. We go on to Brandt. Now, Brandt as well, he had a pretty good season. I think he got into the community tots. He did get a one to watch early on, obviously for the year, but no informs at all. Just that team of the season card. So, again, a difficult one for him. I think he'll stay at about an 84. I can't see him really going up too much or getting a downgrade. Purely because he doesn't have obviously a lot of informs and that from last year. And like I said, EA tend to base it not just on the real life performance, but if they've had obviously informs which are based on real life performance, it's kind of those informs that almost trigger it. So the more informs they get, which sometimes, you know, I've said this in the past, Pogba once got an inform for an assist in a 1-1 draw with Leicester. So anything goes with those. I think Brandt might stay the same. I can't see him going up. Now, Sancho. Now, this is a guy that has done insanely well this year. Like I said, he may well go to United, but I don't think he will. It's going to be a bit too late now, I think. Started out as an 84. Got a team of the year nominee. He's had 2 informs. He had a man of the match. Road to the Champions League final. A player of the month and a team of the season. Now, I firmly believe this guy will get a big boost this year. But it just depends how much. I don't see them putting him up to like an 88 into the terms of Marco Royce, because obviously Royce has been established for a few seasons. Sancho's had a very, very good season, don't get me wrong. That's why a lot of teams want to get him. I think he might go to an 86. Maybe very harsh from the aim. He might just go to an 85. But I think he deserves an upgrade. Look at the cards that he's got. It's been incredible. You know, probably a player that deserves a bit of a boost. I think he'll get it. Now, this man here, right, Haaland, I honestly have no idea what's going to happen with him, because he started out as a 73 rated silver, went to a 79 rated gold in the winter refresh. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4 informs. He's had a road to the final, Champions League, I think he's a man of the match, that one. He's had a player of the month, a future stars card and a team of the season. So he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 special cards. 10, 11, 12, 13 versions of him. I firmly believe he's going to get boosted massively. I think he could be at least an 85. However, they might do what they did to the likes of Mbappe when he burst onto the scene, give him an 83. And then see how he goes again this season. But Haaland's definitely going to be someone to watch out for. I hope they give him a bit of a boost on his weak foot as well. I think it was his weak foot was like 3-star and his skills were 4-star, or the other way around. I just hope he gets maybe 4-star, because he'd be incredible. He is really tall as well, so he's going to be good if you're playing headers. I haven't played the beta, but I've heard that crossing is very good. So Haaland could be a great player for a starter squad, depending on how expensive he is and what his rating. I reckon 83. Big talking point. He could get more. He could go to an 85 or higher, because he's been incredible, absolutely incredible this season. We move on to Guerrero. Now I put Guerrero there, even though Thorgan Hazard also plays left wing. Guerrero played really well after the break, picked up a couple of goals and a couple of assists. I don't know if he'll get boosted massively, because he was kind of playing left back, left wing. They were kind of quite a lot of rotations between him and Schultz. I think he might go to an 82. I do feel like he would deserve an upgrade, but I don't see him getting bumped up to, like, you know, the higher rankings here. I do think he deserves an upgrade though. We go to the bench now. I did put Zagadou, Emery Chan, Hazard and Meunier. Couldn't find Jude Bellingham, who I think will probably start quite low rated, because yes, he's made a big transfer from Birmingham to Dortmund, but I just don't see him getting a mega upgrade. Emery Chan has been solid, scored some absolute bangers this year as well. There was one goal he scored that was like 30 yards out. It was a very, very good goal. I think he might get a boost to 82, but again, he's starting to progress a little bit further in his career, getting a little bit older. Like I said, EA can be very harsh with those. Zagadou I don't know too much about, but like I said, Dortmund weren't exactly keeping a lot of clean sheets in comparison to other teams, but they did score a lot of goals. So their attackers, I think, are going to get a big boost. I think Hazard might go to maybe an 84. Meunier is going to be an interesting one, because they've signed him and he's been playing sort of midfield, defensive midfield, kind of like the Witsel kind of role as well, the CDM role. He's always been a solid player, often gets that position change card year after year. On FIFA, so it'd be interesting to see if he plays as a right back, because he's not great as a right back on FIFA because of the 79 pace. In real life, he has been a great player. What do you guys think of my Dortmund predictions? I know some of them might be a little bit like, I haven't got a massive amount of stats on them all. I do think the biggest winners are going to be Haaland. I do feel like Sancho is going to get a big boost, but it just depends how EA feel about it. I think one of the biggest losers might be someone like Berkey, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you think of the ratings. Let me know, how do you think Dortmund are going to do? Are they going to challenge for the title with Bayern Munich? I personally don't think so. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Another season is upon us very shortly. I'm hoping we get the official ratings out very, very soon so we can go through and really reel off these and start to build some starter teams. See how we get on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Do leave a thumbs up. If you know more than I do about Dortmund, do let me know. Thumbs up, sub if you're new, and I'll see you on the next video.